What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. Do you see that red subscribe button down below? Go ahead and push that. I'd really appreciate it. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So, I narrowed it down. I was debating on a few video ideas for tonight, and I said, you know what, why not? Since we're doing Blue Week, let's go ahead and talk about my 10 favorite blue fragrances in my collection. Stay tuned. So, my 10 favorite blue fragrances in my collection, because there is a lot that classifies as a blue fragrance. So anything that's going to be mass appealing, anything ambroxan, amberwood, isoe super, this is all the blue type fragrance. Not necessarily the color blue, but that's kind of what's been dubbed a blue fragrance. It's going to be mass appealing, kind of generic because they're going to have a lot of similarities with one another. And like I said, ambroxan, amberwood, heavy synthetic ambergris, which is basically ambroxan, isoe super, a lot of these new modern synthetics. So let's jump right into it. So if we're going to talk about blue fragrances, we got to start off with the most well-known blue fragrance, and that's Versace Dylan Blue. So this is my little bitty, I forgot what size it is. Let me look real quick. My 0.17 ounce. 0.017 ounce, I believe it is. A little bitty. I mean, you can see how small it is. So I do have a little less than half of it left. I put it in a little sample atomizer and spray it from time to time. I sprayed it on my arm the other night, and it's growing on me. It's definitely growing on me a lot. I like it a lot more now than I did at first. That's why it's taken me so long to go through this, because at first it was a little off-putting for me. It was a little too strong. I didn't really care for it, but I'm starting to really gain an appreciation for this and just how versatile it can be. And I'm debating on getting my hands on a full-size bottle. I believe next go around ordering some fragrances, I'm probably going to get a full-size bottle. But this is kind of everybody's go-to. When you mention blue fragrances, everybody thinks Versace Dylan Blue. So we had to start things off with Versace Dylan Blue. Next is one that a lot of you are going to be kind of surprised that I'm throwing this in there as a blue fragrance. But when you really look at the note breakdown, if you have it and you smell it and you think about it, this is a very blue fragrance. This is from Burberry. It's Mr. Burberry Indigo. Mr. Burberry is a blue fragrance. Just a fresher, more green herbal blue fragrance is what it is. Mr. Burberry Eau de Toilette, Mr. Burberry Eau de Parfum, and Mr. Burberry Indigo are all, yes, blue fragrances. I smell it in the air. This is a great one. This was sent out to me a while back by my buddy Anthony. I do appreciate that. I haven't given it a lot of run. I've only worn it once, I believe. But I plan on busting it out this summer, because I do have my not so citrusy summer fragrance list that I do in the summer, and that will be coming again this summer. And this is going to be one that's going to make it, because it's not real citrus heavy, but it's very rosemary and isoe super heavy. So none of these are really ranked, but in this position, it's one I wanted to talk about that's kind of the favorite from the line, and that's Mr. Burberry Indigo. Now, the next one's kind of cheating a little bit, because it's really both of them from the line. And then the third one coming out is actually a blue colored bottle, and it's called Coach Blue. So here we have Coach and Coach Platinum. These are both blue fragrances. This has amberwood and ambergris. Smells like ambroxan. It just does. It gets compared to Dior Sauvage. And to be honest with you, this smells like Dior Sauvage than the original does. This smell, the way I describe this platinum to people, is Dior Sauvage with pineapple, because that's really what I get from it. This smells heavy ambroxan, even though ambroxan is not listed. This is an ambroxan bomb for sure. It's not for everybody, just like Sauvage isn't for everybody. But I do enjoy both of these, and I like the original even better. And you can get them for a really good price, especially the original. You can get them pretty cheap. And they're very versatile. They're very mass appealing. They're going to get you some compliments. Performance isn't a strong suit. Projection's heavier on this one. You get a little bit more longevity than this. But they're both strong compliment magnets. And that's one of the benefits of the blue fragrance. They're very versatile. Very, very mass appealing and compliment getting. And there's nothing short of compliment getting when it comes to Coach and Coach Platinum. Next is arguably my favorite summer fragrance, and it's a blue fragrance. It is backup bottle worthy. Hell, I have a backup bottle of it, a big 100 ml backup bottle. This is a 50 ml. This is Scent Nation's favorite fragrance, really and truly. When there was Marshall's yellow tag clearance last year, he bought all of the gift sets he could find. It's from Bulgari. It's Aqua Atlantique. This is a monster. This is the type of performance you want from an aquatic fragrance. This is a very aquatic take on the blue Ambroxan fragrance. And it's incredible. It smells so good. Oh, but it's very blue. It's very blue. Picture an aquatic Dylan blue. It's pretty much what this is. Bulgari put their twist on it and made it more aquatic and marine. And this is all of that. This is the aquatic marine blue fragrance. I hate that I can see the ring light so easily in this. But turn it around, yeah, it's still just as easy. But anyways, this is a wonderful fragrance, guys. If you can get your hands on this one, this is a stud in the summer. Projection is heavy. And it's a 9-hour fragrance. This is as game day of a fragrance as it gets. If you need one, you can just spray and not worry about the rest of the day when it's hot outside. Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. The summer blue fragrance of choice for me. Next is one that I'm finally busting out for the first time this week, actually, here for Blue Week. It's recent to the collection. I just hadn't had a chance to wear it yet. And I believe it's in 2 days I'm probably going to be busting this one out because I'm planning on wearing Aqua Atlantique tomorrow, actually. So it's the blue fragrance in the Armani Code line. You know what I'm talking about when I say that. It's Armani Code Colonia. This is the blue, not just for the color, but it's an amberwood fragrance, heavy tonka bean, a little bit of orange up top. It's very good. You do smell the DNA of Armani Code. It's a fresh Armani Code. It's a blue Armani Code. And you can get them for a decent price. I got this one pretty cheap. I got lucky on a tester on eBay. They're out there, guys. Just search. You can find a really good deal on these. And it's really good. I get when it comes to these blue fragrances, sometimes people can get tired of them. They can kind of get boring. I understand all those things. But at the same time, they smell really good. That's why brands keep making them, because the masses like them. That's why the term mass appealing. The masses like them. And there's no shortness on the masses liking one like this because it smells so damn good. And this is a phenomenal work fragrance. Projection's not too heavy, decent longevity. You're going to smell very pleasant to people. That's Armani Code Colonia. Next is another newcomer to the collection, but I have worn it a few times. It's going to get in the rotation this week as well. Davidoff knocked it out the park when they made the intense version of Cool Water. It's a bubblegummy opening, as I've said many times in the other videos it's been in. It's very Ambroxan heavy, but it smells incredible. This is so much better than the original, it's not even funny. And it's a monster on performance. This thing goes all day and it projects very heavy. You got to be a little easy on the trigger with this one. More than three sprays, you're pushing it with people. Because when you start getting in the 4, 5, 6 spray range, you're getting cloying, even indoors. This is a powerful fragrance. Be careful from the cheapy side of things, so you can get in that $30 range. It's a monster from Davidoff. They did great. And it's a new ambery, not amber wood, but ambery coconut, of all things, take on the blue fragrance. It smells great. It gives off a bubblegum smell in the opening, but the amber is really pronounced throughout. And of course, the Ambroxan's a superstar in this one. But it's a very good fragrance to keep your eyes out. If you're looking for a new blue fragrance, Davidoff Cool Water Intense is great. So before I forget, this actually equates to a list of 12 because I just remembered, I looked over and I was about to leave off one that was actually my scent of the day on Sunday. And this is kind of a big favorite lately with blue fragrances. This is one of the better blue releases. It's from Yves Saint Laurent. Why? Eau de Parfum. Can't believe I was about to forget this one. A little decant. Oh man, it smells so good. This is, at first, I didn't see the fuss. But once you spray it on yourself and you smell it for a while and you let it start drying down, this is a blue fragrance that can win you over. Because it definitely won me over. I do plan on getting a full bottle. Not rushing, because I still got a ways to go on this 10 ml decant. But I will be getting my hands on a full bottle. I've decided that I'm going to need a full bottle. I've got a few more wearings out of this, and then I'll probably grab it. So I can't believe I was about to forget this one on there. It's a list, but it's not ranked. So I can throw it anywhere in here. I just noticed it. I was like, hey, it's sitting right there. This is great. This is arguably the best blue fragrance that's been released in the last year or so. It's very, very popular. A lot of people like it. A lot of ladies like this one. So if you're on the market for a blue fragrance, don't forget to sample Y Eau de Parfum from Yves Saint Laurent. You might miss out if you do. Next, I did do a full review on this one. Put that right there. On yesterday. It was my scent of the day yesterday. I'm kind of having, not really a love affair, but I'm really enjoying this one. I plan on wearing it a lot more. I'm so glad I got it. It's Ralph Lauren Polo Deep Blue Parfum. I like this one. It's really, really good in my opinion. It's very green for as blue as it is. It's herbal green and blue mass appealing aquatic. It just works. It's a great take on the Polo Blue DNA in my opinion. Not everybody's a fan of it. Not everybody's going to be a fan of it. That's all fragrances really. But I do enjoy this one. I would say sample this one when you're out and about. Try it out. Some people, from what I'm seeing in the comments on the review video, don't get that great of performance. Hell, I didn't get that great of performance. I got 6 hours, which is okay. But it's not what people expect for the price and for the name, and especially for it designated as a Parfum concentration. I get all those things, but just sample it and try it for yourself because you may really enjoy it like I do. That's Polo Deep Blue Parfum. Another newcomer to the collection that I'm kind of saving for summer. If you look at the note breakdown, you don't really think summer, but when you smell the fragrance, Bentley Momentum Unlimited will definitely make you think summer with that beautiful light blue juice. You smell the ambroxan quite a bit in the opening. It smells the color you see. It smells very light blue. The leather and vetiver doesn't come in till much later in the dry down. The opening is very citrusy aquatic ambroxan blue. It works. It's very fresh, dries down a little bit more heavy masculine, good for spring. The dry down's more spring and fall. The opening transition screams summer. This is more versatile than you would think. You can get them for around 30 bucks all over on the internet. It's not one that a lot of people talk about. I will be doing a full review once I start busting it out a bit more, but this is a hell of a blue fragrance from Bentley. Bentley quietly makes some bangers, and this is definitely one of them. Bentley Momentum Unlimited. Next is my scent of the day today, and I actually did not need to refresh. It's been a little while since I wore it. I forgot just how good the performance is on this one. Another one that gets heavily slept on from Salvatore Ferragamo, Aqua Atlantique Blue. I love this fragrance, and you know, every time it's in a video, we have to do the cap. I love that. It just sounds so good. This is arguably my favorite blue fragrance. It gets the job done. I do have, this is a 50 ml with a pretty good dent in it, and I have a backup 100 ml. You can get these 50 mls in the $15 to $20 range, and you can get the 100 mls in the $20 to $25 range. And I'm telling you what, don't sleep on this blue fragrance. It's very fresh, spicy. It's a little citrusy, but it's mainly fresh and warm, spicy. Versatile for 3 seasons, spring, summer, fall. It projects very well for the first 2.5 hours. And it's an 8 to 9 hour fragrance for me. It takes a long time to really become a skin scent. And it smells the color you see. It smells a deep blue without being too heavy. This is such a good fragrance. I really hate to see people sleep on something that's so cheap and so good. It really is. This is a stud cheapy fragrance, one to be out on the lookout for. Like I've said before, not every fragrance is for everybody, but it's cheap enough where it's worth giving it a look if you're in the market for a blue fragrance. Check out Salvatore Ferragamo Aqua Atlantique Blue. And then last but most certainly not least, a lot of you are probably wondering where Sauvage has been. Not a real big fan of Sauvage. I got enough things that smell like Sauvage, like the Coach fragrances, for example. I have Alt Fragrances version, Farouche, smells just like Dior Sauvage. Everybody around me wears Dior Sauvage. So what's my blue fragrance of choice when it comes to a high quality designer blue fragrance? That would be from Chanel, Bleu de Chanel Parfum. I'll be wearing this one this week too. ISOE Super, a bunch of woods and some lemon zest. This, my friends, is a blue fragrance at its finest, in my opinion. This beats out Salvatore Ferragamo Aqua Atlantique Blue as my favorite blue fragrance, but only by a narrow margin, because that's a great one for the price. You're gonna spend a lot more on this one. But it's deeper, it's darker, and it smells of high quality. This is a stud from Chanel. This was such a good release. This is the best one in the line, in my opinion. Eau de Parfum's a close second. Eau de Toilette I could do without. It's got too synthetic citrusy in the opening. It's off-putting. I'm just not a fan of it. I do like the Eau de Parfum, but I love the Parfum. This one's put together. It's more mature. It's easier to dress up. This is such a good one. It's so deep and robust. You have to sample this one to really understand what I'm talking about. Those of you that have a bottle, you already know because you bought a bottle. But my favorite blue fragrance, for sure, is Bleu de Chanel Parfum. So, a little quick list for you guys. I figured since we're having Blue Week, there's going to be some blue fragrance reviews. We already started off with Polo Deep Blue Parfum. I figured we'd do a blue fragrance related list to go with it as well. And then at the end of the week, we'll have the weekly rotation for Blue Week. Not all of these are getting worn this week, but you got to stay tuned to find out which ones. Until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of these fragrances do you have? I do have a few more. I just didn't want to go over all of them. I actually ended up going over 2 more than I initially planned when I put the fragrances right here, because like, oh, can't leave that one off. But until next time, guys, I will say, if you get your hands on some of these, you give them a spray now. There's a real good chance you'll thank me later, because some compliments will probably come with it. Have a good one, guys.